Imagination Pilots, bringing you a world of learning. Educational Curriculum by Taylor Associates. And now, introducing the president of our club, Professor Gooseberry.
Hi.
And her friends Cedric.
You can call me Larry.
And Amanda.
Hi. And this is our dog, Blooper.
Each book in this series has been chosen
because we like them.
And because they're fun to read. But just to be sure that you can find your way around this program, the professor and her friends will be there when you need them. If you're not sure what to do next, click on Professor Gooseberry. That's all there is to it. But before we begin with our story, tell us a little bit about yourself. Let's begin with your name.
Type your first name into this box. When you're finished, click on Blooper.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Lilbumblebear's Let's Play. I'm your friend Kristen, and this will be the game called Always Arthur. It's going to be a read along, read by yourself, and also think about the words in the book kind of game. So I really hope you'll enjoy the story time with me. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and of course subscribe for more nostalgic gaming. I have a Twitter and Instagram you can follow, and I have a Discord server open to everyone. I've recently been filming the latest Nancy Drew game from my Nancy Drew series, and yeah. So be sure to join the Discord so you don't miss out on seeing me do live streams in there. Just a little extra thing that I want to mention in this video, since I'm doing that currently. But yes, thank you so much for watching, and let's get started. Enjoy.
There are 4 parts to Always Arthur. If you haven't used this program before, or you'd like to join us for a guided tour of each part, click on Blooper. If you'd like to go directly to the Bookland menu, click on the Bookland Map button. Each I Can Read Club adventure begins here in Bookland. This is where you'll select the way you want to view the story. The first stop on our tour is Look and Listen. When you click on this button, all you need to do is watch your computer screen and enjoy the story. Our next stop is Read with Me. When you click on this button, you can choose to read along with words from the book or read the story from the screen. If you choose to read from the book, you'll hear just the words of the story. When you choose Screen, you'll see both words and pictures for each page of the story. When you finish Read with Me, you'll have heard the story twice. Now you're ready to see how much you remember. When you click on the Think About the Story button, you'll answer questions and find words that are important to the story. When you've finished Think About the Story, you're ready to read all by yourself. When you click on the You Read button, you'll see the words and pictures for each page of the story. If you aren't sure about a word, just click on it with the mouse and it'll be pronounced for you. That's all there is to it. When you finish one part of the program, go on to the next. When you finish the last part, you've earned the Professor Gooseberry I Can Read Club Goose Award for reading excellence. That's the end of our tour. If you want to see it again, click on Blooper. If you want to get started with Always Arthur, click on the Look and Listen button. Read with Me. If you have a book, click the book. If you don't have a book, click the screen. Now we'll read the story Always Arthur. When you hear the beep, click on Amanda to open the book to the title page. Do this now. Next page. Always Arthur. Next page. When Bonzer suddenly appeared at the door, no one was happier than Arthur. Mr. James put a lost and found notice in the newspaper. but no one answered it. So it was decided that Bonzer should stay. Next page. Arthur thought it was great fun having Bonzer around. Now he had someone to chew old slippers with and to share his bowl and basket. Next page. In the mornings, when Arthur and Melanie ran to the park, Bonzer joined in. He always ran fast, much faster than Arthur, but Arthur didn't mind. Next page. In the afternoons, when Arthur and Melanie played games, Bonzer joined in. He always jumped high to catch the ball, much higher than Arthur, but Arthur didn't mind. Next page. Bonzer loved joining in everything and always seemed to do much better than Arthur. But Arthur didn't mind. At least he didn't really mind until one particular morning. Next page. One particular morning, Melanie and Bonzer went to the park without him. Arthur ran fast and caught up, only to find that Bonzer was now Melanie's favorite dog, and that Arthur minded very much indeed. Next page. So, just after dinner, he found his favorite old slippers and secretly slid under the fence and away into the night. Next page. It was not until late in the night that anyone noticed Arthur was missing. "Maybe someone left the gate open," said Melanie. "Or maybe someone's stolen him." "Or maybe he's run away," said Grandpa thoughtfully. "Maybe he's unhappy." Next page. All of a sudden, Melanie knew why Arthur had gone away. "Come on, Bonzer," she called. "We have to find Arthur." Melanie and Bonzer ran to the park. "Arthur," called Melanie, "please come home." But Arthur couldn't hear. He was too far away. Next page. "Arthur, please come home." Next page.
The whole family looked down every street and lane for any sign of him. "Arthur, please come home," they called. But Arthur couldn't hear. He was still too far away. Suddenly, Grandpa had an idea. "I know somewhere we haven't looked. Let me drive."
Next page.
Grandpa drove to the main street and turned the corner near Mrs. Humber's pet shop. "There he is, Grandpa, in front of the shop," shouted Melanie. "There's Arthur."
Next page.
Grandpa stopped the car. Melanie jumped out, ran to Arthur, and gave him the biggest, warmest, cuddliest hug ever. "Please come home. I love you," said Melanie as she squeezed him tightly. "I will always love you, Arthur."
Next page.
Always.
Awesome, man!
You finished the second part of this story. To go on to the next part, click on Think About This Story. To leave this program, click on the exit tunnel. Choose the way you want to see Always Arthur. Look and listen. Read with me. Think about the story. You read. Think about the story. We'll go through the story Always Arthur to find words and ideas that are important to the story. Click on Amanda. Next page.
On this page, some words are missing. Look at this sentence and listen carefully. Now he had someone to old slippers with and to share his bowl and basket. One of these words is the missing word. Click the missing word. Eat. No, Arthur didn't want Bonzer to really eat the slippers. Try again. Hide. No, Arthur didn't want Bonzer to help hide slippers. Try again. Chew. Yes, both Arthur and Bonzer would chew old slippers together. Look at this sentence and listen carefully. Now he had someone to chew old slippers with and to his bowl and basket. One of these words is the missing word, share. Yes, Arthur would share not only his bowl, but his basket too. When Arthur and Melanie ran to the park, Bonzer went too. Find and click the word that tells when they went to the park. Mornings. Yes, they ran to the park in the mornings. Find and click the word that tells how Bonzer ran. Fast. Yes, Bonzer ran fast. Arthur and Bonzer are playing catch. I'm going to say something about the picture. If you think what I say is true, click yes. If you think what I say is not true, click no. Bonzer catches the ball before Arthur does. Click yes or no. No, what I said is true. Bonzer has the ball. Try again. Right, Bonzer jumped higher than Arthur and has the ball. Arthur is angry because Bonzer caught the ball. Click yes or no. Look at Arthur's smile. That shows he doesn't mind. Listen to what happens next. Bonzer loved joining in everything and always seemed to do much better than Arthur. But Arthur didn't mind. At least, he didn't really mind. Until one particular morning. Which of these pictures shows this part of the story? No, here they are playing together and having fun. Yes, Arthur is not really pleased that Bonzer fetched the newspaper for Grandpa. Arthur is not happy now. Bonzer. Find the word that tells what Arthur thought Bonzer was. Favorite dog. Favorite means something that is liked the best. Arthur ran fast and caught up, only to find that Bonzer was now Melanie's favorite dog, and that Arthur minded very much indeed. So Arthur decides to run away. Click what Arthur takes with him. Slippers. Yes, his favorite old slippers. Now click what Arthur slid under. Fence. Yes, he squeezed under the fence and ran away. Later, they discovered that Arthur was missing. Click the words that tell when they noticed. Late in the night. Yes, it was not until late in the night that the family missed Arthur. Melanie thought she knew how Arthur got away. Click the word that means the gate was not closed. Open. Right, the gate was not closed, it was open. Grandpa thought he knew why Arthur ran away. Click the word that tells what Grandpa thought Arthur felt. Unhappy. Grandpa may have been right. Let's go on with the story. Now Melanie and Bonzer wanted to find Arthur. Click a word that tells where Melanie and Bonzer went to look for Arthur. Park. They ran to the park and called, "Arthur, please come home." Click a word that tells where Arthur might have gone. Click a word that tells where Arthur might have gone. Far away. Arthur was in a far away place. These words tell what Melanie was calling out to Arthur. Find and click the word, please. Please. We say please when we really want something badly. Find and click the word home. Home. Right. The words up in the sky say, "Arthur, please come home." Now the whole family is looking for Arthur. Look at this sentence and listen carefully. The whole family looked down every street and for any sign of him. One of these words is the missing word. Click the missing word. Lane. The whole family looked down every street and lane for any sign of him. A lane is a very small street. Grandpa has an idea where Arthur might be. Look at this sentence and listen carefully. I know somewhere we haven't. One of these words is the missing word. Click the missing word. Looked. Looked. I know somewhere we haven't looked. Here's a question about the story. Why do you think Arthur is lying in front of Mrs. Humber's pet shop? He thought Melanie loved Bonzer best. He loved Mrs. Humber best. He wanted to visit Mrs. Humber. Click the choice that is the best answer to the question. Yes, Arthur thought Melanie loved Bonzer best. Now Arthur is very happy. Click the words that tell what kind of hug Arthur got. No, click the words in this sentence that tell what kind of hug Arthur got. Biggest, warmest, cuddliest. Melanie jumped out, ran to Arthur, and gave him the biggest, warmest, cuddliest hug ever. Always, Melanie will always love Arthur.
Awesome, dude.
You've finished the third part of this story. To go on to the next part, click on You Read. To leave this program, click on the exit tunnel. Choose the way you want to see Always Arthur. Look and listen. Read with me. Think about the story. You read.
Well, that about wraps up the gameplay. The first option is just watching it autoplay the story, and then the fourth option at the bottom, there is no audio at all. You just read it yourself and click through the story, which I really don't think is necessary since we've read it and also did the Think About It section. So I do hope you enjoyed the story. Aren't dogs such a beautiful gift? I absolutely love dogs, and even though mine had passed away a couple summers ago, I do hope someday that I will have another dog to love and cherish. And if you have a dog, please give them a hug for me today, okay? Alright guys, well, thank you so much for watching. Give the video a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and of course subscribe. Remember, you're special and loved. You're never alone, and you're always welcome to come back and hang out anytime. Until the next video, God bless, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye, everyone.
Are you sure you want to leave this program? If you do, click on Amanda. When you do, you'll return to the desktop. If you don't want to leave, click on Cedric. Nope. Goodbye.